the Samsung Galaxy A55 or the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus 5G. Now, which of these phones is the better value for money? The Note 13 Pro Plus is currently the highest of Redmi's lineup of devices, and the Galaxy A55 is the highest of Samsung's A series. They are great mid-range phones, but you definitely can buy both of them. This video aims to help you make that decision easier. For pricing, both phones currently retail under $400 for their base versions. However, if you're in Nigeria, the Galaxy A55 is the more affordable option. What is more interesting is the fact that you can even get the 256GB version of the A55 much more affordable than the Redmi, as Samsung currently has a price slash on the A55, and that is a really good deal. But the price might not matter to some. The user experience they offer is what is most important. So let's get into more of the details. Also, it is important to note that by the time you're watching this video, these prices might have changed. Just keep that in mind. In terms of value for money when it comes to what you get when you purchase either of these devices, only the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus comes with a charging brick, a protective casing, and pre-installed screen protector. The Galaxy A55 only comes with a USB cable, so you have to spend extra on a compatible 25W charging brick if you don't already have one. You can go as high as the 512GB memory option for the Redmi, but you get a maximum of 256GB storage for the A55. However, only the Galaxy A55 gets an SD card slot, so you can expand the storage by as much as 1TB if you wish. They also both have eSIM support, so no worries about using an SD card and losing additional SIM functionality for the A55. Both devices look great and have lovely designs. There are no similarities here. It is either you prefer the curved design on the Note 13 Pro Plus or the flat profile of the Galaxy A55. It is important to note that the 13 Pro Plus I have here is the Eco Leather version. I don't think that is available globally, only in China, but I got Play Store installed here. The one sold globally, including in Nigeria, does not have a leather version, which is actually sad because this is cool. But yeah, it is basically the same phone as the global version. The Galaxy A55 is the same for all regions. For build quality, both phones are on the premium side. The Galaxy A55 gets the tougher Gorilla Glass Victus Plus compared to the Victus on the Note 13 Pro Plus. It also gets a metal frame while we have plastic frame on the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. Both feel great on the hands, but it all comes down to your preference, curved or flat. They both have IP rating for water and dust resistance, but the Note 13 Pro Plus gets IP68, which allows it to reach 0.5 meters more depth than the Galaxy A55 with IP67. But you still want to be careful with either of these around water. They are not waterproof. Water damage is still possible. Still on their features, the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus gets the signature IR Blaster, a handy feature for controlling your electronic devices when the remote is not nearby. Both phones have great sounding stereo speakers. I can't really choose between them in terms of sound quality, but the Redmi gets the advantage. It's a bit louder. It also has Dolby Atmos. On the display, I feel there shouldn't be much of a debate. The Redmi has the better looking display with its curves, slim bezels, also specifications. But some prefer flat displays and might not really mind the thicker bezels on the A55. They both have amazing looking AMOLED displays with a 120Hz refresh rate and HDR10 Plus support. But the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus supports Dolby Vision. It also has a higher 1.5K display resolution, and it has higher peak brightness, so better display specifications. The Note 13 Pro Plus also has a more responsive fingerprint scanner. On software, we have both devices currently running on Android 14. However, the Galaxy A55 will get at least 2 major OS upgrades more than the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus, and that is because the Redmi launched with Android 13, so it has already used up one upgrade to get Android 14 and HyperOS. Plus, they are not exactly the swiftest with updates. The A55 launched with Android 14 and will get the next 4 Android versions. Both run on their respective custom skins, One UI 6.1 on the Samsung and HyperOS on the Redmi. Both feature packed, but reliable for the most part, and if you're familiar with either one, that might influence which you choose. I give it to the Samsung for consistency and stability with One UI, although it gets some stutters and delays with animations, but it is not buggy. HyperOS is cool but not as consistent. There are some unexpected lags and occasional bugs with the UI. Your experience may be different, but it could use some more optimization. On performance expectations, we have the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus running on the MediaTek Dimensity 7200 Ultra, while the Galaxy A55 is powered by Samsung's Exynos 1480. They are both 4nm processors, closing benchmark scores, but the Redmi gets the higher Antutu scores and the Samsung gets the higher Geekbench scores. For 3D Mark, the Redmi gets significantly higher scores. But benchmarks aside, which is more consistent or which is more reliable in practical use? I'll say they both do just fine to handle your average tasks or basically anything you decide to throw at them. But the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus is more optimized when it comes to compatibility with high graphics games. Both will handle most high graphics titles with good performance, but the A55 struggles with the Call of Duty games. Warzone Mobile is practically unplayable. You might make it through the installation of the game, but after that the device can barely make it past the first few seconds entering a battle. You can attribute most of that to lack of optimization of the game, but lesser devices can run this game, including the Galaxy A54 and A35. The good news is that Call of Duty Mobile now plays better. Initially it could only play at low graphics, but after a couple of updates you can now play at very high graphics and max frame rate. Hopefully we can also get this level of optimization for Warzone Mobile, and soon. You have no such problems with the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. It does not play Warzone Mobile above mid graphics, but it plays just fine. It can also reach ultra frame rates with Call of Duty Mobile. Both phones get hot when pushed and they do okay with heat management, but I've experienced the Galaxy A55 get randomly hot with basic use. It is nothing of major concern though, just note that it might randomly get hot while you are not doing something heavy. It does not affect the performance. I have had no reason to worry about battery life on either of these devices. They both have 5000 mAh battery, which is capable of giving you a full day of use. The Redmi though gets a much faster charging. It supports 120 watts and you can charge it from 0 to 100 in about 13 minutes. 19 minutes is the advertised, but I've never been able to get that result. The Samsung supports no more than 25 watts charging, which you could say is enough, but you definitely won't be getting quick boost when you're in a hurry, as it takes about an hour and 10 to 15 minutes to charge this from 0 to 100. On paper, the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus gets the higher 200 megapixel main camera, that is 4 times what we get on the Galaxy A55. On their secondary cameras though, the Samsung is more packed, with the higher ultra-wide, macro and selfie cameras. I'll go on to say both take good photos, and you probably can't tell which is shot by a higher megapixel camera since you won't be zooming in on them. They process colors differently, but the Samsung shows more vibrance. On the selfie camera, the Galaxy A55 in my opinion does better with skin tones and is more consistent, also more detailed most of the time. But based on what you see, what is your opinion? Both can record videos at 4K 30fps from their main rear camera. Only the Samsung can record 4K from its ultra-wide. It's also able to do that from the selfie camera. It also gets dual video mode, that is recording with the selfie and rear cameras at the same time, and it also gets pro video mode. So if you're someone that creates videos with your smartphone, the A55 is more equipped for that. Okay, from what you're currently looking at, which would you say is doing a better job with the quality of video coming from their selfie camera? Now the Galaxy A55, not only does it have the higher 32 megapixel selfie camera, it can also shoot 4K 30fps from the selfie camera. The Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus can only do 4K 30fps from the rear camera. The max you can go for the selfie camera is 1080p 60, but currently shooting 1080p 30, and it has a 16 megapixel selfie camera. So which is sharper, which is doing better job with the microphone. It looks as if the Redmi is overexposing my shirt, or jacket actually, but this is just from the viewfinder. What do you guys think? The Galaxy A55 and Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus are solid mid-range smartphones, each having their strengths and offering certain features you can't get with the other. The A55 is more affordable, it also has better camera performance in my opinion, it is more reliable with software, also with longer support. With the Note 13 Pro Plus, you don't need to spend extra on accessories, you get significantly faster charging, better display specifications, also curved, better optimized for gaming. What did I miss? Hopefully this video helps you choose the one that most suits your use case. You can check out my detailed reviews on either device with the links you see on your screen right now. Peace out.